Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily Gizwiz is provided by AOL Music and Spinner.com, where you can get free MP3s, exclusive interviews, and more. Video bandwidth for the Daily Gizwiz is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com. It's time for the Daily Gizwiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1035 for Friday, February 26, 2010, the Tweeting VIC-20.
And now, get ready for Dick.
The sleet and snow pelt the black macadam of Broadway as yellow-clad taxis slither and slide up and down town. The steam rises off the roofs in unholy wreaths, and there he is, pacing back and forth in front of Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, there he is in his cape of solid gold, Dick DeBartolo, the Gadget Master.
How you doing? You like my cape? I got it in Petaluma.
Solid gold.
Yeah, they give them away when you
Yes,
enter. They say, "Here, have a welcome cape."
It's what we call it, the heavy welcome cape.
The heavy
cape of welcome. Oh, Dick! Friday. By the time we do Friday show, we should explain to people.
We're pretty.
We do 5 shows at a time. It's like Gene Rayburn. Yeah. It's after lunch. You and I have had 18 martinis. You know. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna ask you what you remember about today's gadget.
Okay. Because this is an old gadget, right?
Oh, I think so. But I'm going to tell you the reason I'm doing it today is there's a new twist to this gadget, which I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, it's the Commodore VIC-20.
Oh, well, I remember that, yes.
Okay, do you remember any of the specs of the Commodore VIC-20?
I believe, let me think now, the VIC-20 was their cheap one. I think, was it 48K or was it less than 48K? 32K maybe? Or 20K? Less? 8K? Of RAM? How much RAM did it have?
It was 8K.
8K? How could you do anything with 8K of RAM?
Yeah, I know. Well, you didn't need much K because it ran at 1 megahertz.
Oh, well, that's almost 2 megahertz.
Yeah, exactly. The screen was 16 colors. You know, it was very cheap because you just hooked it up to a color TV. You didn't need to buy any sort of monitor. It was only $299. The display was the text was 22 by 23, so not good for a business environment.
Mm-hmm.
Did have a joystick.
Business environment? No, I don't think so.
That's what I meant. We're talking January 1981. Now, this is the kind of amazing thing. On February 16th, which is as we record this, somebody has released a new program. Now, I don't know how many of our listeners happens to have a VIC-20 that still runs. But if you do, you can go to pcmuseum.ca, Canada, and download for free a new program that lets you send tweets from your VIC-20.
You can tweet from a VIC-20?
20.
Well, I guess if you can tweet from a dog collar, it shouldn't be too hard to tweet from a VIC-20.
No, because I got this press release yesterday and said, please don't talk about this until February 16th. But
it's legal now. It's legal now.
It's legal now that our pcmuseum.ca has created a program that people can have a copy of if they wish to send tweets from their VIC-20.
This is the Personal Computer Museum of
it's a fun spot
of Brantford, Ontario, Canada.
And exactly.
And they've got Apples, Ataris, Amigas, Commodores, M-size, lots of old computers. And now, on February 20th, you could be a part of history with the first VIC-20 Twitter. Tweet. Twitter. Wow. This is like they're going to do a big event. It's such a big story when a VIC-20 tweets.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably the first tweet's probably going to be, hello.
The software is on cassette tape, runs on an unexpanded VIC-20 with only 5K of RAM.
Oh. Well, I think they needed 3K for the operating system.
Well, I'm going to follow them on Twitter. So it's Vintage PC on Twitter, so if you want to follow them.
I am too.
That is exciting. They're going to make history, Twitter history. I'm joining that because I want to hear the first. I want to hear the first tweet from a VIC-20. Wow, that was a computer that they really made it cheap, and their goal really was to make it affordable for everybody. But they made it so cheap, it also made it completely useless.
Yes, exactly. I think that was the problem. It really was like a giant Game Boy, because they really couldn't do much else.
Yeah.
It had, the joystick port, took cartridges. Did have a serial port too, also, and you could use a cassette recorder. Did the guy say the program was written on a cassette? It'd have
to be because that's the only way they can load this stuff in. They don't have the option to load it in any faster. So
anyway,
wow.
If you want to, you can join. You can follow them too on Twitter and get your VIC-20 updates. PCmuseum.ca is their website.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We've come a long way. For $300 today, Leo, you can get a netbook. Isn't that? So it's exactly 29 years to go from $300 for a piece of crap to $300 to something you could have a lot of fun with, a netbook. And there's quite a HP, Acer, a lot of people have $300 netbooks. So we've come a long way, pal.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still have a VIC-20 in the Gadget
I
warehouse?
do not. I do not anymore.
The
only thing I have my Ataris. I want to throw them out. I don't know.
The Ataris. See, I gave away. I don't have even like my last Mac. I give it away, and
you give it away. That's the wiser thing.
Well, I don't know. I kind of wish I had some of these.
Yeah. I don't know.
I miss having. Those classics. I would love to play. Star Raiders.
I gave away my Upchuck. It broke my heart. I thought I would have that forever.
Oh, I just made a mistake. They just pointed out I just drank water from the mug that the sugar lobster was in.
Oh.
Oh dear. At least I didn't upchuck into it.
No.
For those of you wondering what the hell,
stay fresh for the next 6 months.
That's right. Wondering what the hell we're talking about, you got to listen to Turn the Table Tuesdays this week, because it just was not.
If you dare.
It was not exactly a high tech. My tongue feels moister than usual. I think it's starting to
see that works.
Up a
the
little
lobster
bit.
Works.
It's a little bit swollen now. Yes. I think we should do a letter when I go try to get this working again. Excuse me, I think you have my stapler. Letter to the editor. Here's the editor.
And the letter is from Peter Costello, a frequent listener and writer. Dear Dick and Leo, I purchased a set of the Gen X batteries after hearing your podcast. I thought about using them in some solar landscaped lighting around my patio this summer. And I decided to ask the folks at Power Gen X about charging them in that manner. They replied that Power Gen X recommends charging nickel zinc batteries only with their specified charges for maximum benefit Nickel zinc batteries requires a specific charging regimen, which our charger utilizes. Solar charging is not recommended at this time.
Oh, that's interesting. It's probably too slow.
Yeah, exactly. We're investing in this type of charging. We're investigating if it will work for nickel zinc technology. Peter says, anyway, I'm going to give it a try under closely supervised conditions in case of fire or explosive results. Smiley face. Yes, other people asked, and I think even you asked, Leo, can you charge nickel zinc batteries and other charges? And obviously, it takes a special kind of charger. So if you buy the package from Power Genie, you get the charger and the nickel zinc batteries all in one.
I'm really curious. So I'm really curious to how that works out for you. I mean, now you've had them for a few weeks. Have you been using them? I mean, have they?
You know what? All I did was charge them up. Put a meter on them to make sure I charged up a pack of regular rechargeables, and they did show 1.2 volts output, and the PowerGenics did show 1.6 after they were fully charged. But I don't have any, real way to. I guess I'd have to get 2 flashlights the same, or, I don't really have a good method of testing them. So I just dumped it in your lab.
Oh yeah, in our labs. We could test it in the labs.
Yeah, Tech Guy Labs.
Right. I think I have some.
Well, you got the lab coat.
I do have a lab coat. I got it for Regis and Kelly.
I forgot to mention. I'm wearing from.
Let's see what you're wearing. What
Sue,
are you wearing?
I'm wearing a Dick's Gadget Warehouse T-shirt that she made.
I've never heard of that.
Today, Friday.
Sue who?
Sue, the T-shirt color. What color? She makes shirts for you for Twit too.
Oh, Lori LeBeau Walsh, you mean? Art and Tech Tees.
No, isn't it color?
I have no idea.
Wait a minute. Hey, Dennis. Hang on a second. I'll put this down.
Hey, Dennis, get in here. Hey, Dennis.
I have the box right here.
Who made this T-shirt?
I got your box right here.
Who made that T-shirt, Dennis? Come here. Sue. Let me ask the chat room. Am I missing something? Is there somebody named Sue who does T-shirts for us? I think he's thinking Lori LeBeau Walsh, right? She does art and tech tees.
I'm gonna find out the name of the company, and the return label is GizWiz Garb. Okay.
GizWiz Garb?
Yeah, she started a whole website. Oh, does she not have her name?
She must have been in contact with you. Here it is. I see it. This is GizWizGarb.com, your source for GizWiz apparel.
It's color.
Now, you gave her permission because she's using Dennis's fine design. Oh, there's the GizWiz mug. Yeah. Stainless steel. There's the colorful mouse, the mouse pad. And you're wearing the Dick's Gadget Warehouse. Oh, look at that. It's got steps.
Yeah.
That's great. Color Spot Printing does these. Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
There you go. Color Spot.
$15.99. Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
So
and you can upload they'll find your favorite gadget and put it on the back of the shirt. So you can, if you have if Euro Club broke you up, or
that's neat.
Yeah, Purse Guard broke you up. Yeah, it's a funny idea. It's a funny idea.
Well, that is if I googled GizWiz Garb.
Oh, okay, good. I'm slowly becoming a mini enterprise, all my own.
You are indeed. As I am, too. I'm becoming more mini anyway.
Yeah. No, you are. I've been watching your scale. Whoa.
Yes. Leo's tweeting scale, though, today. They say you're not supposed to weigh yourself daily because you could get some unpleasant news. So today I weigh myself. Yesterday I was 211 pounds, 0.9 pounds, right? The day before, actually, I was 211.2 pounds. The day before, I was 211.4. So I've been going down. Went up a little bit yesterday. 215 pounds today. I gained 4 pounds. That's not possible in 12 hours.
Was Ozzy on the scale with you?
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Sometimes I see a little devil. He probably goes in and puts his paw on the scale.
But this is really true that they say don't weigh yourself every day because you fluctuate quite a bit. It's the trend, not the individual weight. However, if you weigh yourself once a week and it happens to be that day, like today, where you've gone up 3 pounds, that could be just as depressing. So in some ways, I'm glad to know that, yesterday I was 211.9 pounds. Today I'm 215.4. That I didn't, in fact, gain 3.5 pounds in one day. That's.
No. I thought you only weighed yourself in months that had an R.
I think that's a good idea from now on.
That's what I was told. That's the rule my family lived by.
What, can you imagine my shock? I get on the scale. I know I'm 211 because that's what I was for the last 3 days. I think, this is great.
I'm amazed that some of your followers didn't send an ambulance immediately to the studio.
But it's just, I think it's an anomaly. Because I've been good. I've been eating I've been on my.
That happened out of the blue.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
All right. Dick D. I must say a fond farewell. We read a letter, right? Yes. A fond farewell.
A fair fondue.
A fond farewell and a do for who. Because it's time to say good night. Don't forget tomorrow. Actually, no, it was last week as you heard this. The tweeting Commodore 64, the tweeting VIC-20. But, if you follow them on Twitter, they'll probably be tweeting now. Vintage PC, @VintagePC. That's
.ca.
Well, no, the Twitter is just...
right, you're following on Twitter, right. That's right. Vintage. Okay, and I'm the GizWiz on Twitter.
We will see you next week. Have a wonderful week.
I'll be here.
DAIL-Y. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz.
It makes its own gravy.